The question is, which workflow management app is the best for my company? So if your company currently isn't using one, let me tell you why people make the choice to implement them in their organizations, and you can decide if that's right for you. Then I'm going to do some name dropping, and I'll give you some specific features. Oh, Jesse, welcome. It's always great to have a fellow CPA on the call, along with Peter. Great. So workflow management apps, why? A, if you're fine with keeping everything in your head, then go do something else and come back in 5 minutes when I'm answering a different question. However, if you are done with keeping to-do lists in your head, and if you're done with keeping to-do lists in 17 places, which may include but not be limited to the sticky notes around your monitor, the to-do list on your phone, the to-do list on the paper, your email inbox, which you may be thinking of as a to-do list, your calendar, all those browser windows that you have open, that's your to-do list also. And not to mention all the other places where you keep your promises. Get that all in one place. Get that all in one place. Life is short. Get that all in one place. And another compelling reason why people start using workflow management apps is because if they have a team. Now, if you have a team with telepathy, don't worry about the apps. Go do something else and come back in 5 minutes when I'm answering a different question, or when you're ready to ask one. However, if your team, like mine, unfortunately, is not telepathic, then you're going to need a workflow app. So your team members can ably and easily communicate with each other, because we can't assume that our teammates know what we know. All right, I got a like floating across for that. Beautiful. And so now I'm going to give that promised name dropping. So some workflow management apps that are out there that some people like include Asana, Wrike, Microsoft Planner, Arrow, Insightly, Office Tools, Basecamp, GQs, Podio, Mavenlink, and Trello. My favorite, unabashedly, is Asana. Frankly, because on a random reinforcement schedule, when I check off something, I get a flying unicorn across my screen. Frankly, no other amount of techno features can top my flying unicorn. And other features also include, so Asana is my favorite. It's so easy to use. It's not HIPAA compliant, but if that's not thank you so much. And is that like a cello, like I would say in Italian, is like a cello? How do I pronounce that, Peter? ACCELO. I'm so glad that you shared that. And if you have some favorite features of this program that you love the most, feel free to type those in. Thanks so much for sharing that. In Asana, one of the things I love about Asana is that even though I can log in and see everything and it's super organized and it's really easy to use, I mean, it's a learning curve of like 5 minutes, I can also create and deal and manage tasks straight from my inbox. So I can send an email to a special address that I've preloaded into my contacts list, and I can address it to the Asana project and also address it to the person to whom I wish to assign it, whether it's myself or someone else. If someone posts a comment on a task, so I'm not searching emails that are in 17 different, a thread really is in 17 different emails, all the communications about a single task are in that single task. If someone writes a comment, I can get an inbox notification, hit reply, and my comment becomes part of that single all-in-one place thread. Thank you, all in one place. I can also check off a task as complete from my inbox, even though I don't get any unicorns. All I have to do is hit reply, type the word complete, and it's checked off. Those are some of the many features that I love about Asana. The projects module is amazing. Okay, thank you. So for this workflow management app called ACCELO, the projects module is amazing. Take it from Peter. Peter is very techno accomplished, and he's an accountant, which means, we're on the same page. He's good in my book. So thank you so much for letting me know. I have to write that down. ACCELO. Not every workflow management app is right for everybody. They all have different features. They have different user interfaces, and I do think that's important. Whether or not multiple projects can be included, that's important. Whether or not you can control it from your email inbox, that could be important. Whether or not it's HIPAA compliant, that could be important as well. Whether or not you need analytics for at a glance, aha moments as an engagement manager, that could be important, or as an organizational leader, that can be important to you. And different tools have different aspects. My experience with Trello is that it's more like online sticky notes, and it isn't necessarily more of a workflow or a team tool. But some of these different apps that I've shared with you today have buckets. So you can create buckets to be completion stages or types of work, but they're all pretty customizable. So thank you so much for asking that question, and I got to learn something today.